take it away, Mr. Breen.
Hello! It's time for an X-Men reading.
That wasn't the opening I expected.
That's the opening you got.
Okay, with Puppeting and friends. But before...
excuse me!
Hello, everybody! And
I'm here! There ain't no and friends bullshit.
Welcome to the Geeky Puppet Show today for what? For X-Men issue 14.
It's Charles Xavier
and friends.
Yeah. It's Charles Xavier and his X-Men.
Thank you for being
I want to thank you for being an friend.
Mm-hmm. But before we get to the Sentinels and issue 14, let's meet our cast and crew. To my side, he is sick in the lips. It is Froggy.
Hi there. I got sick lips.
Mm-hmm.
If you look over there, it's every beast in the world. To us, it's Miranya.
Hello, everyone. It's the only way you know who I am besides me putting my name up because Puppeting never credits us. We do the lion's share of the work.
There are some things that don't need credited because everybody already knows what they are, like that never dying Christmas tree.
Well, just like nobody needs to know you're Puppeting and we're and friends. You can quit saying that shit.
What if and is my last name? There it is. It's Puppeting and. No more and friends. It's Puppeting and then it's friends.
How about friends and Puppeting?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't flow as well, does it? If you look down there, it's Graph, Eggman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with being Puppeting's friend.
We're all and friends, though.
Yes.
Not a friend.
And lastly, number one in the complaint department since day one, Eric Breen.
We want to go where everybody knows our name.
And this ain't it.
This ain't it. You're right.
All right. Well, let's go make it our way to the X-Men. Among Us, Stalk, the Sentinels.
Look at those pixel fingers.
I know. I was tempted to put it in the thumbnail. You're going to get these hands.
He's been gone so long, nobody remembers that, though. Shall I?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes.
X-Men, the most unusual teenagers of all time. Among Us, Stalk, the Sentinels. The aftermath of a battle is a time to rest and heal your wounds, especially right there in the neck. So it is with the X-Men. Having finally defeated the deadly juggernaut bitch, last ish, we now find them taking recuperative therapy under the watchful eye of their brilliant leader, Professor Mickey Mouse, little dreaming of the incredible danger that awaits them from an unexpected source. And now, let the wonderment begin.
The Wonder Man begin.
Yes. Oh, well, this is going to be good to read.
Oh.
That ain't happening.
Okay.
Hello! Just another few minutes, Scott. According to the energy register, the OptiRay force is almost back to normal.
What? I can't hear you in this.
Yes, exactly.
At last, I was afraid my attack upon the Juggernaut had strained my powers beyond repair.
He's got another name besides Juggernaut.
Oh, he's called the Juggernaut. That's it.
It's okay. Let him go.
Bitch.
All right.
Well, I hope I don't have to name anybody. I don't know any of these code names, but go ahead.
Yeah. And what of my woeful condition? The agile beast hobbling about like some mere vulnerable Homo sapiens.
Well, they are runnable. At least they used to be.
Vulnerable.
Careful, Hank. Remember our cardinal rule. We never consider normal humans as inferiors.
Wait, I thought the rule was never hurt the IP.
Yeah, that too.
That is implied.
Yes. Hey, I stand corrected, sir. Forgive my impetuosity.
This harness is just what I needed to exercise my wings and strengthen my injured power of aerial maneuverability. Ha-cha-cha!
Yes, sure, that's what you're using it for.
Am I Iceman?
Yes, you are.
You are Iceman. You are Iceman.
Boy, I could sit in this ice intensifier forever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm beginning to feel like my old rawhidey self again.
Hey.
Good. We don't own the rights to Frosty. Don't try to use it.
Where's Frosty?
Mm-hmm.
Down below.
Huddle.
Oh my. Who's still okay?
Wait a minute, what about the credits?
You got the
Oh,
credits?
fine.
Yeah.
There we go.
Narrator, who is the doctor of the story?
That would be Stan Lee,
Oh,
DS.
Who's the dean of layout?
That would be Jack Kirby.
Who's the master of art?
A pseudonym, no doubt, J. Gavin. I knew who that was the other day, but I've already forgotten.
It's Werner Roth.
Thank you.
Who's
You're
the
welcome.
bachelor of inking?
That would be V because he erased the ints, Colletta.
That's right.
Okay, and who's tired of lettering every single Marvel comic?
Apparently not Artie Samek because he keeps showing up.
Mhm.
And these have been your Marvel madmen in a box.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You've all taken your emergency therapy very well.
Emergency therapy.
You may remove your harness now and practice natural flight.
Ha ha! Yes, sir.
And you may begin exercising your feet again, Beast. But careful, we don't want them too much in the camera. The audience will think we have a foot fetish.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Go.
Eureka! Good show on Sci-Fi Channel, by the way. Next to the Gettysburg Address. That was the most inspiring declaration I've ever heard.
I was always partial to Warehouse 13, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Eureka and Warehouse 13.
Yeah,
Frosty is
high
better.
bar, Hank. Ha ha.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy. Well done. Do you feel any painful after effects?
Not a one, sir. If I felt any better, it would be virtually unbearable. Depriving a mutant of his powers is like forbidding a politician to kiss the babies.
Actually, they shouldn't be kissing babies. I
You
don't care.
shouldn't be kissing babies.
someone should tell that to 46.
Now that I'm truly the beast again, I feel like I could lick my weight in Neanderthals.
I hope, for your sake, that Kazar doesn't hear you.
Well, you may dispense with your crutches now, Hank, before we end up falling into a musical.
He probably won't, for he was last seen under the South Pole in Ish 10. Pole Ish 10. Ah, remember, Stan.
Bobby, I think you've been in the ice intensifier long enough. You seem to have reached your frigid peak by now,
Oh
and
my.
the details on your face are absolutely horrifying.
Yes, they are, actually.
Ah, just a few minutes more, Professor.
Wait.
This is the
Go ahead. Go on.
This is the coolest, if you'll pardon the pun.
Did Vince Colletta erase his masculinity?
I think so.
It's almost 5 o'clock, according to that. Go ahead.
It's
5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock on a Saturday. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Iceman, but if you remain any longer, you're apt to experience an unpleasant freeze feedback.
Uh-huh.
At any rate, I have an announcement that will make you anxious to leave.
Great. I've always been a sucker for surprises to my sexuality.
Mhm.
No, that's much later. a surprise for all of you. Because of your excellent record of achievement against the foes you've encountered, it's time you all had a vacation.
And you say it first.
It'll be our first one in years. Ha-cha-cha.
Oh, how wonderful! I'm going to Disneyland.
I bet you are. Say it again. It's like a silly symphony.
That's a good one.
You know, they've been on vacation in the MCU for a while.
Yes, they have.
That's why I had to get it from Fox. Oh, sorry.
Wowee, Professor. You just said the magic word.
A magic
Right?
word.
No, sorry. That's a much later.
I can finally hear what people are saying.
Mm-hmm. Do you really want to, Scott?
I guess it'll be good for all of us, sir. We have been on the go for months with no drinking.
Mm-hmm.
But perhaps the X-Men would not be quite so joyful if they knew the bars had all closed. If they were aware of a press conference that is taking place at that moment in another city.
Another city?
Another city!
Reverend Trask, do you realize what you're saying?
JFK, somebody? I don't know.
As one of our greatest anthropologists, your declaration will shock the world.
The world must be shocked. The danger was never greater. Because I'm not Vincent Price. I'm Terry McGavin. Call me Kolchak. We've been so busy worrying about Cold Wars, Hot Wars, atom bombs, and like all we've ever overlooked, the greatest menace of them all, Spider-Man!
Yes!
Yeah, wait a minute.
Mutants walk amongst us. Hidden, unknown, waiting for their moment to be billed in this reading.
Good luck.
They're on strike.
Mm-hmm.
They are mankind's most deadliest enemy. We're saying that erected Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
For only they have the actual power to conquer the human race. Even as we speak, they're out there scheming, plotting, planning, thinking we don't suspect. But there is still some time to smash them. Hey, if we strike now.
Wow. Wait till this hits the front pages of the Daily Globe, because Jameson won't stop talking about Spider-Man.
Yes. Sitwell's in this book. Wow.
I don't know, but the guy on the left has a weird left eye.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Kind of looks like Kolchak in a red suit.
Yeah, maybe.
You was the Daily Globe.
Within minutes, the nation's presses go into action.
Daily Globe. Actually, Daily Globe, because we don't yell. Mutant Menace.
Instead, you're racist. How do you feel about that?
You know Spider-Man's black, right?
What? I do not.
Meanwhile,
I'm trying to find the ACC game, and I can't find it.
Is that Bobby with him?
yes.
Professor Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Maybe
Oh,
they
yeah.
know where the game is.
You know, wow, that's Brokeback Mountain right there. If I didn't see it,
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
coincidence.
Make them tighter, Bobby.
Oh, dear.
Soft gauze construction prevents the bands from chafing.
Mm-hmm.
40 years from now, that's going to have an entirely different meaning.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, how do you stand it, Warren? It must feel like wearing a girdle.
That may be, little and friend, but it's better than giving away my identity to the human race.
Oh, I wish I knew how to quit you. But if you ask me, nobody would care even if they found out about us.
I don't like the expression you're making, Bobby.
Is it Andrew Alan Scott there being fondled by that guy?
Nobody asked you, Sonny. Just keep taping.
Okay, Bono.
Say, how come your parents don't know about your wings, Worry?
Don't call me that. They didn't sprout till I was off in military school, and there I kept them hidden under my uniform. At first, that's why I left school. I couldn't I couldn't afford to face a physical exam.
Yeah.
And in the room next door.
What's this? Oh. Oh, it wouldn't be much of a vacation if I didn't sound like Reed Richards as reading as Cyclops or Cyclops, if you preferred.
Yeah, yep.
And I had to spend time in this costume. Lucky the professor had this pair of special sunglasses made for me. Trying to kiss my ass for calling me an aunt friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shut my eyes now while I remove my helmet because the lens automatically raises as I lift the visor. I should think what would happen if I accidentally opened my eyes while they had no protective covering. I live in perpetual fear of such a moment. For fetish again.
But the scholarly X-Men known as the Beast has a problem of somewhat different nature.
Huh. Being a mutant can be very vexing when it's time to don one's street clothes. Especially when one possesses a pair of pedal extremities the size of mine. There. Do you have enough breathing space, sweeties?
He talks to his foot.
Oh, it's
Oh, is that about a foot fetish there, Professor Mouse?
Yeah. These specially hinged shoes are so expensive, it would be cheaper to walk on my hands, though somewhat less glamorous-y.
Moments later, in the outer hall.
Here comes Jean. I wonder if I dare ask her to. Well, screw it. I'll wait the issue 60.
Hi, gorgeous. How about me driving you to the train?
I should have realized that Angel, asshole, more like fallen angel, would have beat me to it.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1.
What about you, Clint? Aren't you taking the train also?
I don't take the trains like you do.
Mm-hmm.
And how can I compete?
I love trains.
I bet you do.
I know you do.
And
Yes.
they go into tunnels a lot.
Yes, but I'm taking a runaway train. Not gonna look back.
Besides, Scotty knows my chariot is only a 2-seater. I planned it that way, Natch.
Mm-hmm.
Scotty doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to wish you all a pleasant holiday. You've certainly earned it.
Thank you, Anne, sir. But what about you? Aren't you going home? I mean, to the home.
This school is home to me now. I'll remain here forever.
Well, you have our addresses if you should need us, Professor. Ha-cha-cha.
Don't be silly, Warren. Of course I'll need him. With only you to... all he needs do is contact us mentally. It's much easier that way.
Yes, Genie, baby. If you happen to possess the world's most powerful mutant brain.
That's not all he possesses.
You hussy.
Ugh. Bobby?
Bobby.
I forgot. What are we flapping our gums for? All this talk about girls. Ick. Let's get going, gang.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
It's better this way. I've no right to try and screw you guys. I want to date Jean. Make me wait 60 issues. BS. But I can't date her, not while my eyes make me a potential danger to anyone near me.
Hey, woman would be a perfect ladies' man if he only had a pair of feet like mine.
I was born to be in the other seat of that Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
Old Angel would be a high flyer even without wings. Clint, I love you.
The way Scott looked at her. Am I imagining it? Or
Hank and I are lucky we both come from the city.
The
City.
We can just grab a bus and be home in a couple of hours.
Hey, if you know definite plans, Scotty boy, would you like to accompany us?
No thanks, fellas. I got a 12-pack and some Leave It to Beaver to watch.
Oh no.
The beaver just left.
That's why I'm drinking alone. For a while. Have a good time.
Then, after all the others have departed,
I'll be leaving now also, Professor. I want to check out this club called Hellfire.
Yeah.
By the way, this paper boy dropped this. I'm going to throw it on the ground. You see if you can pick it up.
Thank you, Scott. I mean, thank you. Thank you, Scott.
Uh-huh.
he carries this loneliness silently, like the Hulk, locked inside him, and nothing that anyone can say or do will help. I, of all people, know such pain, know the pain of such loneliness. After all, I lusted after Jean in what, issue 3?
Mm-hmm.
The ache that seems unending, like these readings.
Only page 5.
The 3 people watching.
thank you for that reminder.
You're welcome.
But no sooner has the silent sick lips walked away than
So, it has finally begun. The one thing I always feared. People asking for the mutants in the MCU.
Daily Globe,
Hey,
mutants in the MCU.
we don't yell. That's the Daily Bugle. Politely.
Oh. Daily Globe, mutants in the MCU. Eminem. Oh,
The apologists. Says mankind faces the Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Some hidden mutants who will.
gravest danger. Wouldn't that be the Undertaker?
I would rather read a newspaper or a comic book.
Dr. Boulevard Trask noted as lead expert in mutants.
The feature writers must have loved this, considering the way they played it up.
Why does it look like one of the Marvel characters?
Looks like a scroll, kind of.
Artist interpretation of Dr. Fate of mankind if mutants are not driven out, as predicted by Dr. Boulevard Trask. He makes a fine watch, too.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's Zach.
In his natural habitat.
Oh dear.
But he's got a nice pouch there. It's Namor.
Am I reading this out?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
That's you.
Reverend Trask warns that the superior abilities and supernatural powers of these hidden mutants will enable them to enslave the human race, replacing our civilization with their own. No, I do that because I own all the corporations! No, keep going. According to the anthropologist Starling prediction, it is possible that the superior mutants will consider normal men as little more than savages, suitable only for the forced labor and gladiatorial sport. What bullshit is this? Fake news! I cannot let this go unchallenged. It could cause a panic throughout the world.
This is what Magneto would do.
Yeah, savages.
Magneto would do like half of it.
Oh, yeah.
Even now, it may be too late to stop the wheels of persecution. Jesus. that have been set in motion, but I must make the attempt. The strange theories of Reverend Trask are a greater threat to my X-Men than any foe. Reverend Trask, those who know, than any foe they have ever faced.
Is he a character on that show that puts us to sleep every Wednesday?
No.
Okay.
Dark Shadows.
Oh.
It does it 5 days a week for some people.
Hello? National Television Network? This is Charles Xavier. No. Charles Xavier. Connect me with your programming director immediately.
Please hold. La, 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 la.
Your call is very important to us. A representative will be with you in approximately 17 minutes.
La, 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 la. Ooh,
17 minutes later.
Yes, that's right. I want to engage in a public televised debate with Reverend Boulevard Trask as soon as possible. I claim his theories are both erroneous. No.
Yeah.
Yes. That's right. Bragging. And potentially dangerous. Well, but who's on the phone?
Oh. What's up, Doc? No, Agent Meatley, sir. It will be a privilege to present the scientists of their stature on the WB network.
Yeah.
The very next evening, after the network has preempted 2 soap operas, Dark Shadows being one of them, so Bolivar Trask can appear on this, and a widely heralded adult Western.
Hey, I think that would probably be Gunsmoke.
I thought it was Debbie Does Dallas.
No.
Not yet. Who wants to take the guy?
Graphic.
Our first speaker will be Professor Charles Xavier, one of the greatest authorities in the field of education and an articulate spokesman for America's intellectual community.
The damage is already done. They think I'm articulate. Reverend Trask has alarmed the nation, but I must speak out.
Have you heard him in this reading since every time he tries to stray from the monosyllabic?
Problem, Charlie. This ought to be good.
Well then.
Whee! Before giving way to groundless fears, we must first consider, what is a mutant? He is not a monster. He is not necessarily a menace like Spider-Man.
Yes!
Yes.
He's merely a person who was born with different power or ability than the average human.
Why we gotta listen to this old egghead and this old man talk about stuff? I want to watch sports, Dad.
Wouldn't it be groovy if he's a mutant himself?
Yeah, and I'm JFK.
Quiet! Your mother and I want to hear this.
I'm going to play with my stick and my hoop outside.
Is that what you call it now?
That's what I call it, Dan. Because you won't let me call it anything else.
No one knows what causes mutations. Your own children, right now, may be mutants.
That's why I let that
Let's
say.
not let ignorance, rumor, or unreasoning fear stampede you.
Let Eric take that.
Nah, go ahead.
Has got some nerve, Thurston. No kid of mine is a dirty mutie.
And where does he get off calling us ignorant?
I know.
I never heard of him. I'll bet he's a communist.
And you're not.
No.
Nah, he looks more like one of them alt-right wingers to me.
See, comics have always been political.
Yep.
And now we'll hear from Reverend Trask.
With all due respect to Professor Xavier.
Daddy.
Oh, I don't know who this is.
He is blind like his daughter.
Daddy.
Or perhaps it is more than mere blindness. Perhaps the professor has an ulterior motive for his defense of mutants. And in the end, I have created the self-defense for mankind. Whether I win or lose, this debate doesn't matter. For the mutants will never take over the human race now. Not while my new army of Sentinels live. I shall now demonstrate.
Hitler?
Suppose, for the sake of illustration, the Professor Xavier is a mutant lad. Bagora, Sentinel, take the Professor into custody. Do not permit him to use his power.
Good heavens.
My strongest thought bolt has no effect on it. My mental power is useless against a mechanical brain.
Do not be alarmed, my Sentinel is completely submissive to me. He will injure no one unless I command him to. Bagora, he is one of many Sentinels I've created, each powerful to defeat the enemy and the mutant under any set of circumstances. Even though,
Yes.
even the
No. I hope that all of our viewers at home realize that they are seeing a sensational television first through the courtesy of our sponsor.
racism.
And then, at another command from the Reverend Trask, more of the expressionless giants slowly storm into the studio.
Yes, come forth, my Sentinels. Come forth, my guardians of humanity, my manhunters. Let all of mankind witness your strength, your trustworthiness, your dedication. Don't be a sidekick. Let the world see how safe it is with you on God to defend against all these mutants. My mighty Sentinels are equipped with the most complex mechanical thinking apparatus ever constructed. They base it off their Alpha Froggy. And they possess, in addition to their own incalculable strength, many hidden weapons with which to serve mankind. They can even make sandwiches. Perfect pastrami sandwich. I will eat all that today. Very good. Section leader, step forward. You will demonstrate how faithfully you obey every command.
I didn't think you ate anything that did not come from a drive-through.
Oh, it was at the drive-thru.
I did not know.
He was wrapped in foil.
But then, suddenly, unexpectedly, any otherly, Sarah Lee. Before the shocked eyes of countless viewers, except for Alicia. She did not see shit.
Yeah.
The unforeseen occurs with lightning-like swiftness.
Hey, it's supposed to be Taylor Swiftness.
Yeah.
I refuse.
Yeah. Bruce Lee or Lee Merriweather.
We are the Sentinels. Our brain is superior to your brain. Our strength is superior to your strength. We serve none. We are the Sentinels. It is our destiny to command.
No, stop. Ah, page 9.
You know this is a nerd group, and I forgot Christopher Lee.
How dare you?
I know. I'm embarrassed for all my vampire friends.
Reverend Trask was an anthropologist, not a robotic expert. His knowledge of cybernetic brains was inadequate. His sentinels are out of control. They're AI!
Stand by for further orders.
I like pastrami sandwich.
Another one.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this program.
I cannot stop the sentinels, but I know who can.
But Professor, Wolverine won't show up for another 80 issues.
Easily, yeah.
X-Men.
Oh, you didn't do the song. X-Men. Try to the X-Men song.
Professor X calling. Condition red. Come at once. Follow thought impulses. Come at once. Bobby, not like that!
Flex Mentala may get his come at once.
And miles away, in the Coffee A Go-Go, in New York's Greenwich Village,
New York's
we find the Beast and Iceman heading to the Casbah to make beautiful music.
You know,
Together.
I don't understand why they call it a Coffee A Go-Go, because you stay there.
It was the 60s. Not much made sense.
It's Coffee A Stay. I guess I'll take the girl. Or no, and I'll Marania. Marania is a mid-roll.
Yeah. I haven't seen YouTube expenders in months. Where you been, boys?
Beating the boys away.
Yeah.
Getting away from the girls at clubs as usual, Zelda. Did you miss us?
Quiet, Bobby boy. Bernard, the poet, has me worried. I'm beginning to understand what he's saying.
Like, it's out to be in, and it's square to be hip, or hip to be square.
Yes.
I mean, dig this scene. A nap isn't a nip, and a nip isn't a nap.
Yeah. So all you want is coffee?
To be or not to be.
Will you two share a cup? Or
Yes.
take the plunge and buy 2 of them?
Say it again, Bernard. Those tender sentiments do wonders for my libido.
Like, it's out to be in, and it's hip to be a square. I mean, dig that scene. A nap isn't a nip unless it's man in a box.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
I broke my camera. Bongo.
Yes.
Oh no! I just watch a replay.
Cool it, chick. You're melting my bongos.
Uh-huh.
That's what you get for reaching in to get bugles.
It's hip to be square. You think Huey Lewis read this a long time ago?
You probably did.
Well, don't take money.
That's it fair.
Zelda, since I'm trying to keep up appearances for the next 40 years, after you finish work tonight, how about going out with me?
Yeah. I'll think about it, Diamond Jim. So as long as you don't decide to take me here. Heads up,
Honey,
Bob.
I'm not going to take you anywhere.
Take me home tonight. Heads up, Bobby. I'm getting a mental summons from the professor. He's talking about Marianne and Ginger again. Damn it.
$5 footlongs, Bobby.
Holy cow. Me too. I'm not going to have to worry about that when the time comes. It must be top priority. Sorry, Zelda. I'll have to take a rain check on our date tonight.
Yeah. Rain check? I wouldn't go out with you again if it was a tropical monsoony.
Think she's Mad Men in a box at me, Hank?
Oh, I'd say it's definitely within the realm of possibilities. Now let's go.
Oh, she's already asleep.
I somehow feel unfaithful to the superhero code when I change in an alley this way. A phone booth seems to be the accepted place.
Really?
Well, I won't criticize you if you stay off my back.
Oh, I don't do that.
Since I carry my soft little booties in my pocket and my heart on my sleeve, it only takes me seconds to get into the mood.
Hey, we better run. You better scamper, Bobby. The professor may really be in danger.
Maybe so, but in a pinch, big buddy, my dough's riding on old Xavier.
I bet it is.
Let's skedaddle to the roof, and I'll make us an ice slide.
I don't skedaddle nowhere. Hey, faster, Bobby. There's no time to worry about forming artistic bisymmetrical patterns.
Faster, Bobby.
Faster? I've been doing this for 47 minutes. Give your jaws
and you still didn't do anything right.
Give your jaws a
Oh, dear God.
and start sliding.
Oh, God. Hey, what happens to that built-in ice machine of yours runs out before we reach the ground?
We go, ah! I mean, simple. We'll reach the ground anyway, only faster than we bargained for.
Hey, I'm sorry I asked. Next time I go with you, I'll wear a foot warmer in the seat of my pants.
Oh,
Also,
you won't need that.
What happens when a chunk of ice falls and kills somebody?
Yeah. Didn't think about that.
That's for the Disney lawyers to sort out.
I have the best lawyers.
Meanwhile, at a luxurious estate on the fashionable North Shore of Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good to have you home, Governor Warren.
Thank you, Curtis. It's so good to be home. Ha-cha-cha.
Graphic, would you like to be Mr. Worthington?
The Junior League has planned a number of parties in your honor, son.
I think I'll let Eric do this voice because I think he does it so well.
No, please don't.
Hello! And I was hoping you would bring Clint with you. Clint, I love you.
Condition red. Come at once. Follow thought impulses. Come at once. No, not like that, Bobby.
There should be an asterisk after that part with Green Red because for those who know that voice is from Young Romance. Check it out. We read it a few weeks ago.
Mother, Dad, I can't explain, but I must leave at once. I just remembered something vitally important.
Are you going to go get Clint?
I'm going to go find the Clint.
I love him.
Good look. No man can.
Bitch.
Wow.
It's all right, son. You're old enough to know what you're doing. If we could be of any help.
No, it's fine. You've always helped. You've been so wonderfully patient and understanding.
And maybe someday he'll find it. And I won't need Clint. Moments later.
alone again.
Naturally.
Naturally.
Yes.
At last, I can take to the air now. Someday I must explain everything to mother and father. I owe it to them for their faith and trust in me.
It targets Toad.
That will not backfire on me at all.
I mean, parking your car in a random park, probably it's gonna get towed.
Yeah, but he's rich. He's not going to get towed.
And back at the TV studio.
Sentinel 3R, guard humans, other Sentinels return with me. We bring captives to place of our creation. Sentinel 3R obeys.
Are perfectly disciplined, completely emotionless. And yet, they're more than mere robots.
Only meets the eye?
Holy crap! Is that what's his name from Happy Days down there? The blue on the left?
Hmm.
Kind of looks like what's his name?
Ralph Malph or Popsy?
No, the main guy, the one that's the
Richie.
Richie. It looks like Richie the way they draw him.
Oh yeah, kind of behind
bubble.
behind Xavier. Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah.
All these white guys look like that.
They all look alike. Wow.
Wow.
Not me.
Yeah. Well.
Why do we carry our creator with us? Without him, we could create no more Sentinels. We must be protected until ourselves learn to make an army of Sentinels. We were created to be the guardians of mankind. And to guard them properly, we must rule them completely.
I think we should protest.
Luckily, I'm able to prevent a panic in the studio by tranquilizing the brains of all within.
Wow.
Look at that over there.
But the strain is incalculable. I feel someone slipping from my control even now.
That might be Superman with the bow tie behind you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
I think it might be James Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going, James Gunn? Come back! Come back!
Let the others sit here. Why you gonna send on the strike?
No!
I'm too smart for him. I gotta make Guardians of the Galaxy. No giant robot is gonna capture me. I've got immunity. Diplomatic immunity.
Diplomatic was the word you're looking for.
I said.
Just been revoked.
He won't have a chance. There's no telling what weapon the Sentinel will strike out with. I've got to save him.
Reacting with the speed of thought, Professor X hurls a mental force bolt at the fleeing man, disintegrating him before he can reach the ground.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, or maybe knocking him off his feet a split second before he can disintegrate him completely. The Sentinel unleashes a powerful blast ray.
I would never destroy a brainwashed customer.
I just barely saved him. But how long can I hold out? Alone. Again. Naturally.
And at that moment, the Prof's thought impulse is stronger than ever. Look at all, it's raining men in here. This must be the place.
Your powers of deduction are exceeded only by your affection for the obvious, Captain
And
Obvious.
men.
Yes. That double-sized behemoth is undoubtedly our object.
Whoa.
You're right, Beast. Attack at
He's
once.
what? I think he's alt-right.
Attack at once. With all deliberate caution.
Ugh. If there's a way to incapacitate that character, a frontal assault isn't it. Bobby, attack him from the back like you like to.
Coming.
Careful, Beast. He possesses concealed ray weapons. He's a grower, not a shower.
Oh,
Oh, my.
No.
Oh.
Graphics here, man.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah. Cute. Much obliged, Professor. He just emphasized your pronouncement with electrifying clarity.
It was at that moment Graphic realized he'll never show up again.
Yep.
I'm still waiting for my moment. But then,
Here we go.
What debut are you on?
hang on, partner. Just watch me put the skids to that big creep. Have an ice trip, chum.
Oh, oof. That's a Jackson joke.
Iceman. Oh no. Iceman! Your prowess is formidable, but your puns are from hunger.
I'm sure that wasn't Hank.
I think it was actually.
I
Go
got
ahead,
it.
Hank.
I'll let the mouse take it for once. Only once now.
All right.
On my allowance? What do you expect? A topical reference like Bob Hope?
We was around for like 100 years, so.
We came as soon as we could, sir. Then we came here. Are you alt-right? What is that big hunk of blubber?
He and others like him are called Sentinels. Their purpose is to destroy my intellectual property.
Wait, I didn't realize they had pronouns for Sentinels.
Mhm.
They, them. Can't explain anymore. Mustn't lose tranquilization control over the others in the studio. Go, Bobby, go!
Hey.
Then, suddenly,
Iceman, look out! It's a heat ray! Oh shit! It's too late.
Finally, icy hot.
Oh.
Why don't I just brainwash the Human Torch again for help?
Only 12.
He's not a mutie.
while at that moment, just a few blocks away,
Faster, driver. Faster. It's a mercy. We must get to the end of this issue.
Yes, we must.
I know. I work in the morning. You already told me a dozen times. But next time, do me a favor and take a jet, huh?
You know what? Screw this.
then suddenly, Scott
Last
incinerates the cab driver with a blast from his eye beams. And taking a corner on two wheels, the taxi suddenly swerves sharply and...
Oh, Butterfingers, I dropped my protective glasses. Oops. I always figured this might happen.
Holy cow! Now what's going on?
Zits! Don't worry, it'll be alt-right. As soon as I put my pants back on.
Mhm.
I guess the cab will repair itself.
Yeah, right.
Anyone who needs specs to stop his eyes from blasting? Hey, I should have guessed. Stop him! Somebody! He's one of those dirty muties Reverend Trask's been warning us about.
I didn't count on this. I have to escape fast. Run like the wind. Who is he? What is he? What did he do?
Who is the Hulk? What is the Hulk? What did the Hulk do?
What's the difference? He's a mutant. Get him.
Oh, don't let the mutant get away.
I tried to kill that cab driver. Just by look at him, he's got those death-dealing eyes.
So let's chase him.
Right? Luckily, they're over the hill and can't run. That's,
Oh my God, they're fossils.
The fossils.
yes. And they fell back at the mention of my death-dealing eyes.
He ran past a bookstore.
Mhm.
A comic book store.
Yep.
Nobody wanted to get too close after hearing that. Professor Stomp pulses are stronger than ever. They're leading me into this TV network building. Once I round that corner, ahead, I'll be in the clear.
Uh-huh.
Made it. Now to prepare for action.
Mm.
I hear the sound of a fight and Bobby grunting ahead. But what danger can there be in a place like this? Holy shit, it's Hank. He reached here ahead of me. But who is the Hulk? Beast, what's wrong? What happened, boy?
Sick. You couldn't have arrived at a more propitious moment. But stay back. Don't run in yet.
Hey, I see what you mean, big fella.
Friends of old Marvel. And that's one of his gentler blows.
Poor Bobby's getting the hard blow.
Oh, my.
Brace yourself, beast. Operation Duo Smash. I'm going to tell the enemy what we're doing. Do your battering ram attack. And I my ray blast. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Far be it for me to dissent with our acting deputy leader, Sick. But this lumbering Leviathan isn't as slow-moving as he looks.
He's obviously just a robot. Surely the two of us can outmaneuver such a stupid robot.
Hey, stop calling me Shoily. Those are my sentiments exactly until I saw the light. But I didn't want to go into it, though. That's not my job.
You're revved up
Gene's.
like a deuce, like a stoner.
Yeah. But you might as well learn firsthand. Here goes.
Thwack. Hank was right. He easily sidestepped the beast's attack, and he shifted his stance at the same time, causing my ray to miss him. Oh well, I'll just look up. He may not be living immune, but whatever he uses for a brain is as fast as ours, or maybe even faster. Miss Breen?
Yes.
My apologies in advance, Micah. Where the fuck is 4K?
There's 5 of them. That one.
5Ks.
I don't care. I stopped counting at 4.
Uh-huh.
Zach stops counting at 3.
I can only count to 4. Hank, he crashed into the wall with such force that he knocked himself out. I can't let him lie there in the path of that giant. He's going to make me look bad. Oh, shit, the professor has contacted me.
Cyclops, the Sentinel has powerful built-in weapons. Do not turn your back on it.
What can I do now? I can't desert Hank, but my power blast needs another 40 minutes before I can use it again. Save me, little Rhaegar.
Yeah, it's like they had limitations back then. Wow.
But then, suddenly, the most unexpected event of all occurs. For no apparent reason, the towering Sentinel stops, drops, and gives him 20.
Praise be the little Rhaegar. He must have touched him. Or he's going up to Elizabeth in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
He's having a heart attack.
You beat me to it. I was going to say it.
That's everything I thought it was like.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, I'm coming home. Boom.
Realizing that the danger is over for the present, Professor X discontinues his mental tranquilization of those around him.
What just happened?
We're all safe now. The X-Men appeared and the other Sentinels ran off with Reverend Trask.
It's
Why is there
pretty.
Why is there frost in the back of my pants?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty clever of the professor. By talking that way, no one would suspect how much I really like men now. Oh, and by the way,
Oh.
no, go back. Next panel.
Okay.
And while he seems to be sitting motionless, he is here to tell us, welcome to hour number 2. The brilliant mental mutant shoots telepathic commands at his teenage team.
Revive the beast.
Oh,
Except he's uninjured. Clear the studio so that we can be alone. I must study the Sentinel and learn what filled him.
Don't you worry, Professor. I'll revive the beast.
Good luck.
can you relieve him too?
In the meantime, the high-flying angel, zeroing in toward the TV studio, sees a startling sight.
Well, wiggle my wings. I've heard of flying saucers, but those things are ridiculous. Ha cha cha.
But the angel does not yet know of the Sentinel's purpose, nor of their built-in divining devices.
Oh shit.
Halt your flight. My computer registers mutant ahead. Attack in force.
I think they have an ulterior motive, don't you say, with their hand in the air like that? Going after.
That must be the Zach model.
Uh-oh. This tells me one thing I was wondering about.
Zits!
Does anybody have any Clearasil?
They sure aren't merely figments of my imagination. It's like being attacked by a squadron supreme of human torches.
Oh,
Useless.
God, I live for that.
Oh, no! Break our Sentinels.
Sentinel 6, 7, and 8R assume solo attack posture. Attack. All others remain in formation. Proceed to destination. That is all.
Angel.
Who are they? Why are they attacking me? What is the hope? And is this why the professor has summoned me? Well, I can worry about that later. Right now, I'm kind of busy. It's like the professor made me spend so many long hours practicing maneuverability.
Is that what he called it?
Mm-hmm.
But then, before the merciless, emotionless Sentinels can find the range.
Ah, crap. Now what? Something is pulling me downward, towards that train below. It's a powerful pull of some kind of invisible energy. I can't overcome it.
Don't bring me down, Bruce.
Bruce.
It's holding me here. I can't move.
Oh my
But
God.
it served one good purpose. Those flying nightmares are giving up the chase.
I like the way they're drawn in the background.
They look like salmon spawning upstream.
They do. Yeah, kind of.
Aliens.
Or something else. I guess.
The one's still got his hand out in the front.
Yes.
Section leader to Sentinels. Resume flight pattern. Time enough to pursue mutants after we have increased our numbers.
And in a private drawing room inside the rapidly departing train, we find
Oh, I was hunted down by Gene? Alrighty then. Ha-cha-cha.
it's lucky I happened to look out the window at that moment. No telling what those strange flying creatures would have done to Clint once they surrounded him. Did I mention I love him?
Mm-hmm.
I better change into my Ms. Marvel costume now. No telling what might happen next. Then, in one of the most sensational demonstrations of telekinetic prowess ever recorded. The fabulous female makes like Kirk Allen in an old Superman serial and animates herself out the moving train. I've been practicing this feat for months. I can only do it for short distances, but I'm improving each time.
Gene, then it was you. Oh, I should have guessed you were into that. Ha cha cha.
Well, you can tell it's me because I have a backside.
Mm-hmm.
You're
I don't know
storm. Ha ha ha.
who those flying apparitions were, but they must be why.
They, them.
But they, them, must be why the professor called us.
Right, pretty girl. We'd better get to him as soon as possible.
I feel pretty.
Choo choo. Pretty.
You feel pretty and went in to make Bobby gay?
Well, I was bored that day.
I bet you were.
And back at the TV studio.
Now that we're alone in here, we may talk freely. We won't get canceled. It is imperative that we learn what it is that filled the Sentinels.
Sorry.
Whatever it was, I'd sure like to have a couple of him.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that, Bobby! Before it toppled, I heard it mutter something that sounded like Master Mold. Oh, something like Governor Mold.
Thank you.
Hey, my vocabulary is exceeded only by my agility and charm. But I'm at a loss to comprehend what Governor Mold must be.
Oh, Professor. Can you tell whether it's completely destroyed or they're going to get up and kill us? I mean,
Like the
I don't want it to menace us like that while crawling, skyscraping, you're defacing, cake eating, hubcap stealing.
Uh-huh.
Spider-Man.
Yes. While I can't be sure of its condition, I seem to get faint mental images from it. Its AI is getting far too strong, but being mechanical rather than alive, they're indecipherable to me. Wait! Be absolutely silent! Everyone shut up! Clear your minds of any thoughts.
Gene, naked, Gene.
I said clear them of thoughts!
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Bobby. Wait. He still thought.
I'm receiving a vague mental impulse. I can just barely make it out. It's some sort of location. Wait, it's becoming clearer. It's popping up on Google Maps.
Oh, no.
It's the place where the Sentinels were created.
Disney World.
No, I did not sanction this. He wants to return there. The thought is so strong that I can read it, even though it doesn't emanate from a human brain. I've heard it too many ways.
Yes. If I understand you correctly, sir, you mean you discovered where their headquarters is? Yeah, no.
No shit, Sherlock. Next.
Here comes Angie. Ah, shit. I should have said it that way. Now we're at our full fighting strength again. Wait, I should open the window so he doesn't hit the window.
Like a
I'm
bug on a
afraid we'll
windshield.
have to be for the danger that awaits us.
Danger's my middle name.
Mm-hmm.
Seconds later, after all the explanations have been made.
They were heading west when I last saw them. Perhaps if I fly ahead, I can still find some trace of where they went.
No! It won't be necessary, Warren. I know where they've gone. We can be there within the hour.
Ah, good. I'm contemplating a return engagement with great anticipation And as Benjamin J. Grimmett said, I want to do some clobbering time.
Why am I still crouched over,
Yeah.
looking at his crotch?
You're lucky we own Fox as a whole now.
Yeah.
You can say that.
Yes.
But don't expect it to be an easy battle. There's more to the menace of the Sentinels than even Spider-Man!
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is possible that they represent the greatest threat we have ever faced, even more than when Fox owned us. And the key to it all may lie behind the words Governor Mold.
But, sir, did you say there's more than meets the eye?
It's Transformers.
Robots in disguise.
We
Yeah,
both
literally.
own that!
Did that 5 pages ago. Meanwhile, the Sentinels and their now conscious human prisoner have reached their destination.
Turn me loose. Turn me loose. Let me go. I order you to release me.
We are Sentinels. We take no orders. We were created to protect.
Oh, protect me.
Defund the Sentinels.
Yes.
It was here that we were created. It is here that many, many more Sentinels shall be born.
No, there must be no more of you. And not until I learn what I did wrong. Not until I brought you under my control.
It is too late for that, human. The only way we can protect mankind by conquering it, for we are Sentinels, into the master chamber with him.
You're fired.
What do you expect from a bunch of racist robots?
Not the master bedroom chamber.
Man, Zach should have really read his drafts.
Without another word from the now fired graphic man, the powerful artificial creatures bring Reverend Trask into a huge, incredibly constructed room.
This is madness. You know it is forbidden. It is very forbidden, like Forbidden Door. For any Sentinels to enter here, you must.
It's Will Osprey, bruv.
I know. You must listen to me. I am your end friend.
We need no and friends.
Palpatine?
We are Sentinels. We were born to protect.
Yes, by eliminating humans, how are you protecting?
Behold, an image appears upon our defense scanner screen. Someone approaches. Assume defense posture. It is a human-occupied vehicle. It enters the target area. Those inside are the ones we have seen before. They are our enemies.
Who the hell is driving? They're going to crash first. That tire's off, though. The whole thing is off, though.
It is. And there's no fourth tire.
And they're on a.
apparently.
Well, they're speeding that fast, and it's a curve. There's no. It's Dead Man's Curve.
Proceed to page 20.
Although the Sentinels giving us.
According to the mental emanations I received from the fallen Sentinel, this is where his headquarters will be found.
Yeah, I think we come a Crappa Chopper, unless they're billeted in an anthill.
Strange. There isn't a building in sight.
I don't seem to be interested in girls anymore.
Look at that pose. Look at that pose, man. Hi.
His Cyclops is nowhere around.
If Professor Xavier says the Sentinels' headquarters are here, they're here. I'll get his wheelchair out of the car for him.
Why, thank you, Gene. I suggest we all be on our guard. It's possible that we're being observed from some hidden vantage point.
But what can they be, sir? There isn't a man-made structure in sight.
Remember one of the first lessons I drilled into your skulls? Wait, sorry. Always suspect things that appear too innocent looking.
Love lift us up where we belong.
I'm as interested in the next guy, but how can you suspect a clump of trees in a field of crabgrass?
I got you, Professor. Don't worry. I'll never let you go.
Okay, you can drop me down.
You smell nice.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Daddy.
I'll just sit here posing with my hands on my hips. Something else Sue Storm doesn't have.
Mm-hmm.
The professor has never been wrong before, and he seems so sure of himself now. Fellas, can you clear the field for a few moments?
I just noticed that she's wearing dishwashing gloves.
Hold it! I've heard something. Something that sounds like mechanical doors sliding back.
A microsecond later, the entire hill seems to be alive with the sound of music
Mm-hmm.
and rise from the ground on thick piston legs,
Oh my.
which means they only have about 8 wins this year, revealing a monstrous fortress beneath.
Room. Oh, 3Ks. Sorry.
The entire terrain has fallen cover through the fortified structure below. Look at
If you count them up, it's 4.
they're
Yes.
firing at us.
How do we fight that?
Sensational news! Starting this issue, in answer to the most unprecedented demand in fandom's history, the X People will be published monthly. So, don't dare miss the startling revelations in store for you next ish. In this, the magazine that you lifted to new heights of Marvel greatness. The end.
Oof.
We want to thank you so much for watching. We don't know why you watched, but we appreciate it. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be back soon with more readings for you.
Oh, this is made with by viewers like you.
Thank you so much for watching and see you real soon. Goodbye.
Clint!